Hey guys, it's Miss Erwin. Just wanting to touch base with you and say hello and how much I miss you. And I know that Mr. Julian and Miss Smith miss you as well. This is a weird situation we're finding ourselves in, doing schoolwork from home and making videos and sending them out to you guys. But I just want to try to keep in touch with you this way and with your parents. So these videos are for you, but they're also for your parents. So make sure you're watching those together. I'm going to try to make a video every week on Monday just to touch base with you and let you know what's going on with me and help you in any way I can. Today is Monday, and today's supposed to be the first day that you start your at-home schoolwork. And I hope you're doing okay with that. If you haven't started yet, I hope that if you have any questions, you email me or have your parents contact me on the Remind app or through email, and we'll try to help you with those. I think everything should be pretty self-explanatory, but we're here to help if needed. Okay, parents and students, as you get ready to start your schoolwork for the week, keep in mind that when we're at school, we don't sit and work for 3 hours straight. You have about 3 hours worth of work to do every day between the math, the ELA, the science, and the social studies. So parents, don't expect the kids to sit and work for that long without a break. My suggestion is to work for about 40 minutes and then take yourself a brain break. And when I say a brain break, I don't mean video games or TV. Not that there's anything wrong with video games or TV, but try to keep it on a learning ideas throughout the day. Take a walk. Look for maybe some different things in nature that you're talking about in science or social studies. You can do some experiments. Look online and find some fourth grade science experiments that would be fun to participate in. Your parents can help you out with that. Maybe make a volcano or something that you've always wanted to do in a science experiment. There's also a lot of STEM activities. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. You can find a lot of STEM activities online. Just type in STEM for fourth graders. I remember some things that my kids used to do when they were taking STEM classes, and just some fun things that they did were building houses out of popsicle sticks or toothpicks. They made a rocket out of a Coke bottle. So those are some fun things that you could try. Also, you can throw in some mini marshmallows. That makes it a lot of fun. And parents, you can get involved. You can have a race and see who can build the biggest tower out of toothpicks and mini marshmallows. So those are some fun things that you can do when you take your breaks between your schoolwork. So just try not to sit there for 3 hours straight working on schoolwork. There's some fun scavenger hunt ideas that you can find online. That you can look for different things outside. There are scavenger hunts for your kitchen, scavenger hunts for books. So maybe those are some fun things you can do as you break up your learning activities for the day. I also found a STEM activity that is a Lego challenge. I know some of you really like Legos, and you could just type in online, have your parents help you with that. STEM challenges with Legos, and it just gives you some ideas of different things you can do with your Legos and fun things to create, even with help from your parents, and meet different challenges. All those are good things to do when you're taking your breaks between your schoolwork. I hope that you try to find something every day to read. In your work packets, I've set aside Fridays as a reading day, but that doesn't mean that you can only read on Friday. I would love for you to try to read something every day. The Elizabethton Public Library has free books out at their front door. If you don't have any books at home, you can go there and check that out. I know they have books for adults, teens, and kids. So if you're able to get to the public library, you can do that. Another good source is online. You can read lots of different children's books online. Have your parents help you type in free online reading for fourth graders, and you can get all kinds of titles that you can read on your computer. You can read it on a smartphone or even an iPad. But a huge resource that you have at home with you is your reading anthology book. And we haven't read any of the stories out of that book this school year, so it's just wide open for you to read any of those stories that are in there. I just wrote down 4 that I thought you would enjoy that I really like for you to read on Fridays. But go through that book and look for, there's fiction, there's poetry, there's stories about science, stories about social studies, there's plays. So there's all kinds of things in there that you can choose to read and use that as a big resource. And parents, help your kids. Just because they're in fourth grade and 10 years old doesn't mean that they don't still love to be read to. So parents, you just jump into that reading also and help them, and maybe you can read a page and they read a page. But kids also maybe get outside on a pretty day like today and sit under a tree or sit on your front porch. Find yourself a quiet place just to read a book. So just try to read something every day. And something else that we were working on before school got out was writing. We had really been writing a lot of essays, informational essays, opinion essays, and even narratives, which are stories. So you can talk with your students about that and maybe have them write for you. They know how to write a very good paragraph. They know how to write a 5-paragraph essay. So they need to keep those skills sharp. If you can help them with that, maybe give them some ideas they could write about things that they are doing during their day. But one way I want to help them to continue their writing is by having them email me. I would love to have pen pals during this time. So I'm going to show my email address in just a moment, but it's also on the EC Schools website. You can go there and find my email address. It's also on your packet. Next week on Monday, I'm going to talk to you about how to write a friendly letter and show you the process of writing a friendly letter and all the parts. So you and I can correspond back and forth and be pen pals through email. And you can write in the correct writing format. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. You can tell me about your days, what you're doing, and maybe the fun things that you're doing with your parents or books that you've decided to read. And I'll let you in on some fun things that are going on at my house. I have a college student that's working on all of his schoolwork here, and he's actually the one helping me film this. I have a high school student who's upstairs right now doing his high school work. And we got 2 new pets. Remember, I told you about our pets that we just got right before all of this happened. 2 new cats at our house. So they're always doing some fun things, and so I'd love to hear about your pets. I'd love to hear about what you and your family are doing. Maybe you're playing board games. Maybe you've learned to do something fun. I would love to hear all those things because I miss you a lot. It's hard not to be able to see you guys. Here's one of my new pets. This is JD, and he's a kitten, and he's a lot of fun. Say hi, JD, to the kids. And here's Stella, my other cat. Hi, Stella. She's a little bit bigger, but they keep us busy and they keep us having a lot of fun here at the Erwin house. So I'd love to hear about your pets, what you're doing during every day. And parents, if you need help or guidance with any of their schoolwork, I just hope that you'll get online and contact me. Look on that Remind app. Remember, you can go on and add the Remind app at the App Store. You can email me on the EC School website, or you can use my email address that's right here. This is also where the kids can email me if they want to email me any questions or just to say hi. I really miss you guys. I know Mr. Julian and Miss Smith miss you also, and hopefully we'll be seeing each other soon. Bye, guys.